Shalom, 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 shalom. It's real. Back today, kingdom teaching. Back today, times getting real ramped up out here. A lot of our people, they still want to vacation it. They want to get out here and be among the heathens. So they become heathens with the heathens, So just here today, I'm going to be coming out of Matthew 7, verses 15 through 27. And the title of this lesson today going to be, beware of the scribes and Pharisees. The scribes and Pharisees still here today. They still here today. A lot of people think they gone, but they never left. A lot of folks don't understand Israel. Our people killed the son. So, a lot of people get all riled up and amped up. I'm from Judah. I'm from all these different tribes, Our people need to stop getting all hyped up about their tribe. I used to be one of them, be all amped up about the tribe. I'm just glad, though, the Father chose us to be His chosen people, to be able to get in the kingdom with Him. So, a lot of people, they don't understand what Judah did. Judah did some bad things, But we did a lot of bad. The other 10 tribes that were scattered, 11 were scattered, they did bad. So they were the first ones to get scattered. Then Judah. Judah was the last one, and we didn't get it right. Till this day, we still not getting it right, none of the tribes. So, we strive to do the commandments, the laws, the statute, the correct way, to teach our brethren, to teach our sisters, to teach the queens, the princess, the kings, and the prince the right way. But see, our people are so distracted about a lot of things going on. They're distracted about money. They're distracted about this COVID shot. They're distracted about a bunch of crazy dumb jokers on milk carts or milk crates, even when you want to call them, climbing up on them, looking like some crazy people, and they concerned about everything else except the right thing. They push everything else except the right thing. All this old gay and lesbian and dykes and bulldaggers and all this stuff got the young mans want to be women's, got the young women want to be men's. This stuff gone wild, gone crazy. But the Father allowed it to be like that because he gon' separate the tare from the wheat. We're gonna get into some of that today, in this lesson. And once again, the lesson will be beware of the scribes and the Pharisees. We'll come out of Matthew 7, 15 to 27. We about to get this lesson started with Israel. I hope y'all, being safe, being careful, staying away from people that you don't need to be around, because we are the light to this world. So we do what the book say. No matter what a person say about us, do what the book say. Did nobody say this walk was gonna be easy? So toughen up. Everybody toughen up. Israelites, we got to toughen up. We got to do this. We'd have failed at a lot of things, but we won't fail at this. We're going to stay strong. We're going to stay praying for each other. And we're going to keep this thing going. Well, this is about to get in the lesson. Verse 15, Matthew 7, verse 15. Beware of the false prophets which come to you in sheep clothing, but inwardly they are ravaging wolves. See, today in Israel, we got a lot of that going on. Besides the worldly people, we got a lot of that going on. They cool with you till you say no. Then they try to be cool with you till they see what you're doing, but they can infiltrate it. But see, our people got to keep their mind right. Got to get that discernment up. Got to ask the Father to get that discernment up, get that wisdom, not the understanding up. Because these times gonna tell off on a lot of people who with the Father and the Son, who ain't with the Father and the Son. You gonna know who with Satan and man, and you gonna know who with the Son and the Father. You gonna know. It will be shown, and it will be real life TV, they want to say. But it's gonna be real life in the flesh, in the spirit, and in the soul. It's going down. I don't know if y'all can feel it in the air, but it's in the air. But we're gonna precept it up. We're gonna go to Mark 13 and 22. Mark 13 and 22. You know, the Father just put this on my mind. Had other lessons could have brought out, but there's just one particular lesson He just wanted me to bring out. Now, you got to do what the Father tell you to do. You know, no matter what man say, you do what the Father say do. Mark 13 and 22. For false Christ and false prophets shall rise and shall show signs and wonder to seduce, if it were possible, even the elect. And let me tell y'all a little something. They doing that now. You know, I'm not talking about all the camps. I'm not talking about all the pastors. But take heed to what's going on. Take heed to who doing what and why this ain't happening, why they ain't happening. See, they trying to seduce the real children of the Most High and the Son. You know, but our people don't see that because they too blind. They don't have good discernment what's going on right now. It's a lot of wicked stuff going on right now in Israel. I'm not talking about the peoples in the world. I'm talking about Israel right now. Our people, they're in the truth. We got to wake up. More of us got to wake up and spread this word. And we waking up. We got to have the queens. We got to have the children. We got to have the princess, the daughter of Zion. We got to have the kings. We got to have all our people moving in one mind, one body, one spirit, one soul, like we move in the Son and the Father body. We all is one with many different jobs. So we got to start doing our job, spreading this word to our people, starting at home and outwardly. We got to get to this. But we're going to go back to verse 16. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorn or figs of tassels? Okay, we're going to go to the next verse. Even so, every good tree bring forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bring forth evil fruit. And we're going to keep going. I'm going to come back and explain. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. See, that's people. See, if a person, you know, doing evil, doing bad, you told him the truth, you gave him the truth, you know, the Father hardened him up, then he didn't receive it. You gotta let him be. Because a lot of these people been doing evil their whole life. They don't want to change. They have confined themselves with this world. And when you confine yourself with this world, these are the things that happen. There's no way light can dwell with darkness. There's no way when somebody good can dwell with somebody that evil. It just can't happen. And it won't happen. The Father, He made it like that. So we're going to go to Revelation 13 in verses 13 through 14. You know, Not a real long lesson, but I'm gonna move a little bit faster. So verses 13 through 14, Revelation 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he may make it fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. So, now y'all know straight off the top, an image, please. The Father said, no wish, no image, no idols. So that's, if you're not woke, they're going to deceive you, they're going to trick you. But for folks like ourselves, the Father, all praise to the Father and Son for waking us up, allowing us to be woke in these times. It'll be hard to deceive us and trick us, because the Father got our spirit woke. So we're going to go to Matthew 12 and 33. Matthew 12 and 33. Yes, these times are getting closer and closer, and our people still playing around. Matthew 12 and 33. Either make the tree good and his fruit good, or else make the tree corrupt and his fruit corrupted. For the tree is known by his fruit. And so, the tree is known by its fruit. What is fruit, we may ask? Your spirit, the way you carry yourself, the things you do, that's your fruit, your works. That's why I do my best to tell everyone, just don't read this book and don't live it. You got to live this book, not just read it. You got to live it. It's a must to live by the book. But, a lot of our people, they can teach and preach and do all that. But when it come time to live this book, do what the Father and Son say do, they don't want to do it. But you got to do this. So, I'm going to move on. Let's move on to verse 19. Every tree bring not for good fruit is hewed down and cast into the fire. That means that when they say cast into the fire, that means that you're going to be chopped down and you're going to be thrown in a lake of fire. Father ain't playing with you. So, make sure you're a good tree that produces good fruit and bring good fruit to the Father. Your works, the people that he wants you to talk to, he wants you to bring in, his people. Not everybody, but his people. Let's go to Luke 6 and verses 43 and 44 we're going to read. Luke 6 verses 43 and 44. For a good tree bringeth not for corrupt fruit, neither do a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. For every tree is known by his own fruit. For of thorns man do not gather figs, nor a burning bush gather thy grapes. So, you're going to gather grapes. You're not going to gather something that you can't eat. Figs, these people gathering fruit. You don't want no, you picking blackberries and you get a braai. You can't eat no braai. You got to get the blackberry, But see, our people got to understand that, it's time out for playing church, playing with the Father, playing with the Son, playing with your family, playing with anybody. It's time to stop. Time to get serious about this book. It's time to do the will of this book. Because as you see, the Father ain't playing. He killing them every day. He taking them out the game every day because they don't want to do his will. They want to do thy will. So doing thy will and not doing the Father will and the Son will is you doing Satan and man will. So he taking you out the game. So our people better wake up and understand that. Back to Matthew 7 verse 20. Wherefore by their fruit ye shall know them. So you know your brother, you know your sister when you see them by their fruit. Because they ain't faking it. You can feel that energy off of them. Even when you're talking to them online, you can feel that energy from them. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be minded and like-minded about who and what we deal with. All the things we need to be dealing with the Father and Son and his people. That's it. And other people come along, they want to know, teach them. But other than that, strictly business. Do the Father and the Son will, not man will. So verse 21. Not everyone that said unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he that do it the will of my Father which is in heaven. Doing the will is mean doing the commandments, doing what the Father said in the book, not your own, not what you want to do, not when you want to do it, doing what he say do like the Son did. So we're going to keep going. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works. See, that's what people doing now. They want to do all that, but they don't want to keep these laws, statutes, and commands. They want to do what they want man to see. But what the Father judging you how not just you did good, how you kept his commandments, how you love your brethren, your sister, and how you love your people. That's really important to the Father and Son. Loving them and loving your people. A lot of people right now don't even want to forgive people that did them wrong, that did them bad. Look what the Son did. Son never seen a day in his life. And he came down here to die for us to be back part of the family. That's special. How many of us would have did that? Right now, how many of us would die for our brethren and our sisters if we really had to? Really think about that. If your brother or sister was in real bad shape and you had to donate a kidney, or something to them, would you do it? And like the Father say, you're supposed to love them like you love yourself. Will you do it? So I'm going to keep going. Verse 23. Excuse me. And then will I prophesy over unto them. I never knew it. Let me read that back over. I said all that wrong. And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work of iniquity. That means that them words you never want to hear on the Father and the Son. You don't want to hear that. That means that you going to the lake of fire. I don't want to hear. I know you don't want to hear. None of us want to hear them words right there. Them some words that, whew, you know you're a goner. You know. A lot of our people gonna get that 2/3 of them. Just let it not be us that teach, that preach, that tell people the right thing. We can't be telling these folks the right thing and we ain't doing the right thing. We got to help our brothers and our sisters. We all need someone we can talk to. The Father put them here for us. When we talk to the Father and Son, He still wants to talk to our brothers, our sisters, the kings, the queens, the daughters of Zion, the princes, the kings, the queens, princesses. You know, we got to understand the only way that the Father and Son are going to come back and we cry out to them and become one together again. But so many of our people love the world, so it's going to be a tough task. So verse 24, therefore, so whosoever hear these saying of mine and do them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock. The foundation, you want your foundation on the Son and the Father rock, not man, not Satan, because they're going to always turn the other cheek to the other side and let you sink. But the Father and the Son, if you're on their rock with that foundation, you won't move. I don't care what happened. They'll keep you safe. Like they're keeping us safe right now through this situation that's going on. Like the Father said, I take what man do bad and make it good. So, you know, something to think about. Verse 25, and the rain descended, and the flood came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. That means they were founded upon the Father and the Son rock, it foundation, not man foundation. Let me keep going. Verse 26, and everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and do it them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand. See, that's just like, you know, you don't want to keep the commandments. You want to follow Satan and man's commandments that go against and contrary toward the Father and the Son. But see, we're about to see what happened when you do that, though. Verse 27. Verse 27. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon the house, and it fell, and a great was the fall of it. It means that it got destroyed. So do you want to get destroyed, Israel? Do you want to keep keeping the Sadducees and Pharisees ways, which is Satan and man ways? Or do you want to keep the Father and the Son ways? It's up to you where you want to go your second life. Do you want to dwell in hell or dwell in the Father and the Son? Every day we should be repenting. Every day we should be praying hard, not just for ourselves, for our brethren. Every day when we see our people losing their mind, we need to say something. Because if we don't give them this word, the blood will be on our hands. On our hands. And we don't want no blood on our hands. Because it's getting real. It done got real. It ain't getting real. It done got real. But our people, it's just time to wake up, you know. And a lot I can say about waking up, you know. They're attacking us in every which form and every which way. So now the Father he gonna see your faith. He gonna see who you work for, him or Satan and man. So let's not be deceived, Israel. Let's do the Father and the will of the Father and the Son. Let's keep these commandments, these laws, these statutes. We got feast days coming up. Let's get to them. Let's get things going. We got new moon coming up. Israel, let's get to it. Let's everybody, love on the Father and the Son, love on each other, and teach our people the right thing. Because man teaching them this vain philosophy, all these vain doctrines, all this stupidity stuff that they learning, but they not learning the book. But not gonna hold y'all too much longer, Israel. Y'all be safe, blessed, and I love y'all. And I'm out. Can't wait till the Son come back and the Father finish this place off. With that said, Israel, love y'all. I'm out.